the stomping grounds
of
where Jacob Moneymoli learned his tricks.
Oh,
maybe I
jeez.
could learn a thing or two from going to Anstruther High School.
Also the high school of Spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we went to high school. We were in the same year.
And you didn't know each other?
We did.
Oh, you did know each
I
other?
lived very,
Oh,
very
I
close to
remember.
them.
Oh,
Very,
sick.
very close to them. So
Here we go, though. But
Right,
speaking
getting
of
into
close, we have a close combat game. Game 1. Call that a Pokemon move that reduces your defense, because this is a close combat scenario.
if I know
right
anything
here.
about Pokemon, I'd agree with you.
That is the only thing I know about Pokemon, apart from fire beats electric. No, fire beats grass. Ignore me. I was thinking 3 different lines of thought. I was thinking like water beats fire, electric beats water, and fire beats grass. And I combined all 3 of them.
Ooh, lovely little up smash, baiting him there with the spike.
Who's the one using close combat? Oh, well, both of them. They both seem to be very up in each other's grill right now.
Lumen putting on a great bit of pressure here, already taking the
Super
first stop.
effective. But so is Lucario.
Yeah, it'd be super effective both ways, isn't it?
Yeah,
See
yeah,
what
yeah.
Bruey can do to come back for this one. Lucario, obviously the king of comebacks.
The king of
but,
comebacks.
Lumen
Well,
having something to say about that, getting a
Absolutely.
very early stop and still stacking on that percent.
as a wise man once said, either James Rogers or Jesus Christ, according to different sources. The comeback is always greater than the setback.
So true. And Bruey now doing that schmovement that you talked about earlier with that
Yes,
neutral
yes. He's kinda schmoovin' right now.
Kinda
Schmixin'.
quirked up
But
with
how,
the sauce.
but how schmoovy can you be when half the stage is off limits, when it's in a prohibited zone, because R.O.B is placing down that gyro. He does not like movement. He is like Ninja during the New Year's party in New York. He is not seeing enough movement, nor does he want to see enough movement here today.
Indeed. Lumen controlling the space really well, and Bruey now is just going to be looking for some sort of a response. A grab into the up smash for Lumen would definitely take it here at this point.
Absolutely, but
or
just it raw,
raw
eating it
up
raw.
smash.
Hopefully, not like my fish in Anstruther.
Well, I'll tell you something, mate. I've never gotten food poisoning, so that's
You know what?
something.
Fair enough. I have ordered one from one specific place off Uber Eats.
I do
Shout
think,
out.
I do think
Have I
you-
mentioned this?
I do think you mentioned.
I am not going to mention it here again. Then I was only mentioning for the sake of you, not for the sake of the stream.
Sounds distressing. I'm quite excited.
I am still extremely confused as to why you decided to give them a second chance.
Sorry.
we're
So, shout outs to Big Bro Burgers. I am 2 for 2 on food poisoning at Big Bro Burgers.
2 for 2 on food poisoning.
I went there, got food poisoning, thought it was just unlucky, and did it again,
The one
and then got
thing-
food poisoning again.
The one
and I've
thing you
never been
wouldn't want
back.
to have a 100% rate on.
Honestly, like, that's embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing for them.
It is, honestly.
It's so embarrassing.
They've lost a loyal customer.
They've lost a loyal customer, and now many other loyal customers
Indeed.
in Edinburgh. So don't go to Big
I
Bro
have a
Burgers.
slightly more horrific story, but I'm not going to tell
Don't bring it up here. Can you please answer the phone? Oh, but here we go.
Killing it 87%.
Speaking of horrific scenarios right here, Bruey is primed and ready to make the comeback. Very prime, unlike the meat I had at Big Bro Burgers, which was definitely past its sell-by date.
Definitely not prime either.
Hey! And the spike just hitting Brian down into the depths.
Lumen bringing Megu back from the dead with that spike.
Yeah.
Resurrected.
You being resurrected.
Put me in grand finals or I riot.
Alright, Riot. We have losers finals here today. The mask is coming off for Brian. He's wiping his face down. Oh, he's putting it back on. He's putting it back on. He looked at himself in the mirror. He said to himself, I am winning now. And the Iron Bruey, the Iron Fist, the Iron Heart of Bruey Bunny here today is coming through to try take the set off Lewis Lumen.
A tough task. There's no doubt about it. But if there's anyone that can do it, it's Mr. Bruey.
It's Mr. Bruey. But here we go. We have up throw, up air, nair, back air, and just really, once again, just getting up in R.O.B's grill. Call him on the barbecue. unlike my burger, Big Bro Burger, that was not cooked because he is cooking right now.
But Lumen coming in with
The
these.
temperatures of Rob's lasers are.
I reckon the temperature of R.O.B's lasers are a lukewarm 23 degrees.
20 lukewarm
The nicest
lasers.
temperature you'll get in Edinburgh.
Honestly,
On a nice summer day.
you're not getting anything more than this. What do you have to say, Molly, right now? What do you reckon?
Right now, it's just these lasers and gyros proving quite a big disturbance for Bruey. Lumen being able to control a large amount of the stage with that, but Bruey at the high percent
He just ran at him.
just went at him, gets
with
caught by that
extreme
up
speed.
B, and first stock taken for Bruey with Max
Max Aura
Max
on deck
Aura
once
as well.
again, but the Kalos counter pick doing dividends for Bruey because he is clinging onto the walls. Call him Spider-Man, another very common Halloween costume here today. Although no one's wearing it, unfortunately. But R.O.B not getting that grab. Deceptively short range in that up air. Not coming through here.
That gyro, though, will end up taking the stock, and only 50% on Lumen. So
This is
Bruey
doable.
now
That's-
going to be wanting to take this stock, get that lead, and just cruise that lead to victory.
Absolutely. Speaking of leads, Lucario looks a bit like a dog, so he'll be the one not wanting to be on a lead here today, but rather having the lead for himself, keeping Lumen restrained, keeping him cornered, keeping him pressured in this corner situation here today.
These
It's based
neutral
on a
bees.
jackal, actually.
Neutral bees
Our
coming out
jackals
from
are
Bruey
big
doing
dogs.
big work over here,
I think they're like the same family.
and yeah. Lumen, though, we all know what
Might
R.O.B can
actually
do.
just got actually back.
Big damage, very fast, but the counter
The counter.
will take that stock, and Bruey now 2 stocks to Lumen's 1,
Absolutely.
and already looking to try and get on that percent, but Lumen.
He's clinging. He's clinging. He is just clinging onto that wall
but
right
the
now. But
Spike catching that up B.
despite catching that up B, and Lewis telling him, you cannot cling on the wall in this house. I'll tell you what you can cling onto, no. You can cling onto the blast zone here today. You can cling onto death here right now.
A scary demise there
Fearsome.
for Bruey, but Lumen on 97%. Bruey with a good lead in this stock. Now just looking for something to close it out, but being at that low percent.
He can't kill, and he can get comboed. It is the worst of both worlds. Definitely a negative trade deal for him, and he is one dare away. Oh, that just
Lumen
missed.
going for the money shot.
Going
not able to
for
find
it all. You know plenty about money shots, my dear friend Jacob Money
Oh,
Molly.
indeed,
I believe.
indeed. Oh, but that back air. That's going to do it.
We'll do it. Just
One game apiece in this set.
even Stevens, much like your dad. His name is Steven,
His name
and
is
it is
Steven.
even. Yeah, no, this is it's actually fucking. This is so fun. Yeah, it's so fun. I bet Molly loves money shots, is what a certain James Rogers is saying in the chat right now. I bet he loves money shots. What would you have to say to the people? Get closer to the mic. What would you have to say to the people?
Well, my friend, you're going to have to come and find out.
You're gonna have to find out, and that is all
That's
from
all.
from our guest speaker here today. Well, I would say guest speaker, but he is a strong cornerstone of the Edinburgh Wavebounce scene. You'll have to find out.
Stickler for the scene, as
Yeah.
we all should be.
Since August, the scene has never been the same. Since Jacob Money Moley took up the reins.
Oh, yes.
Here we go, though. But speaking of never being the same, this game is starting off even, which is something that has not happened yet. One of them tends to get a big lead, but the game has never started evenly before here.
Indeed, Lumen just keeping away Bruey with these gyros and lasers, and Bruey looking for those avenues to get into Lumen's personal space, personal bubble,
Looking-
and pop it.
Looking for those avenues and alleyways. But speaking of alleyways, Brian's fit right now. I would not want to see that in an alleyway at night. I would be very scared.
A good couple of gyros and lasers off stage by Lumen, packing on some percent, but Bruey with that aura, we know what a scary thing that can be to face.
Absolutely. I'm infinitely more scared of Bruey with aura than I was the entire Halloween.
Indeed, that's all you need to think about for Halloween. That'll scare you enough.
I spent my Halloween watching a scary movie with one of my friends, actually.
Oh, which movie?
The Slender Man.
Oh, really?
It was not very good.
No, it is much better as an internet myth, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Another thing that may show my age. Did either of you play Slender when it was the hip and trendy thing when it came out?
I did.
Yes.
But it was a very fun movie to rip the piss out of. But it was not a very fun movie it was not very. No, it was a fun movie to watch to rip the piss out of. But it was not a scary movie. So that's what I'm saying. I'm infinitely more scared by Bruey with aura than I am of the Slender Man movie.
Ooh, this counter working out well, and Lumen now on 102%.
Absolutely.
Bruey at the percent where he can kill if he gets some decent hits.
It is certain. Yeah, absolutely. It is certainly a movie, though, the Slender Man movie. One of the movies of all time.
Indeed. A movie I went to see recently that I was actually quite impressed with, Smile. I went to see that in cinemas.
Smile.
I was impressed with that.
They had the biggest marketing campaign or something in history.
They did have a very good marketing campaign. I'll give them that.
You were suckered in.
I
don't blame you. I don't blame
I
you.
was.
You poor naive child. You were suckered in to the Smile campaign.
But hey, I rate the movie.
Do you?
I rate the movie. I thought it was good. But
You know what else I rate? That Up Smash. Oh, great minds. Think of the greatest minds in Edinburgh. We are the modern day Aristotles, the modern day Platos of commentary here today, because we think alike, and we are the great minds. Although fools rarely differ, we are not fools.
We are not fools. As Descartes once said, I think, therefore I am.
Yes.
And I am extremely surprised that Lumen has been able to do so well here, but Bruey getting that counter. Lumen not able to find the up smash, and big damage getting stacked on.
No, that up smash was pivotal. Brian just dancing outside the range of these nares. Call it Dance Macabre, because he is dancing outside the range, and R.O.B being big enough to survive that F smash will keep Lewis in this game, stopping him from getting. This is like the pivotal one. This is the decider. This is deciding whether he has to make a comeback or whether he has a lead going into it, whether he has a safety net or a comeback. But he is still living 2 fake kill screens. But
Surely not
Lewis
third, and it is
getting too comfortable with those landing nairs, and Bruey showing him that on Halloween night, or sorry, the day after Halloween night, that you cannot be comfortable.
Indeed, Bruey now 1 game away from heading straight to that grand finals.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
And yeah, Lumen now, he's going to be wanting to make that comeback, but if there was ever a man that could, it was Lumen's R.O.B.
Something else I want to say, all the games that Lumen's lost have been last hit.
Yeah, it's
Like
been
90, high 90%, but
a close set, very close set.
absolutely, but we'll see what he can do this time.
Indeed.
Bro was trying to prove he was Scotland's Lucario right there, right now.
Is that anathema?
Is that anathema? Is
in
that
the venue?
Is that Zomba but infinitely more cool? That's Lewis Lumen. That's Lewis Lumen.
Is that Zomba but with a cooler voice? Oh my
Is
goodness.
that Zomba? No, is that Zomba with but he's Lewis Lumen?
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Okay.
Lewis being a big fan of these nairs here. Something I actually remember doing. I watched a R.O.B player in person, and I would count every time they would nair, and it was a very fun experience. But what is also a very fun experience is watching how close the set is.
Yeah, of course. Oh, there we have it. That neutral B catching Lumen on the recovery. And now
He's being caught.
Bruey it's his game to lose now.
Much like a dog in a kennel, much like being taken to the pound, Lewis got caught by that aura sphere off stage, and there we go, just hitting him with the up B. Death by 1,000 arms, but the only death you're going to be seeing is underneath the bottom of that burner right there. Bruey getting cooked alive. I think they cooked dog in some places, but Bruey definitely getting cooked back to back. Being cooked once again. Korean barbecue coming in through here today for Bruey.
Yeah, Lumen he's been going for those spikes all set, and he's got that lock now with the pass two, and that has really been a pivotal couple of stocks there.
Absolutely.
This could spell the start of something beautiful here for Lewis Lumen.
Absolutely.
Does drop that combo though, and Bruey now.
He has the gyro ledge though. Is he getting cooked for a third time? No.
Could have been 3 for 3 there. That would have been something else. The up smash. Big percent now. Getting stacked on by Lumen. What that neutral B.
Especially at a stock deficit, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be strong. And this is the kind of area that Lucario thrives.
Indeed.
Because he can bring it back. He can bring it back. But Lewis with the ledge trapping. Getting where R.O.B thrives the most. Going for up throw, keeping him far off stage. Here today in that back air. Not securing here today.
Looking for that. Looking for these stray hits to take this game. Lucario on 139%. But we know what we can do! There we have it. 3 stocks, 3 spikes.
I mix that up every fucking day.
Does anyone have the bracket link? Mate, exclamation point bracket, right? Okay, man. I'll see if this works. Or if someone in chat can help out our good friend.
All the way around.
There you go. No worries. Part-time commentator, part-time tech support.
What can he not do?
What can Octafan 6267 not do? Good question.
Octafan 6267's wealth of knowledge almost as big as R.O.B's spike hitbox
Absolutely,
in that last game.
I saw Lucario by his waist, and he still got hit.
I know.
That's
Truly.
crazy.
The TO we didn't know we deserved. The TO we got them.
For all those at home, we currently have Batman as a TO here
DP
today.
Justice.
DP Justice, the best Batman cosplayer to ever do it. The second coming of Batman. After 3 days, DPG's Batman has arisen once again.
Okay, game 5 of
I
this
compared
set
DP
now.
Justice to Jesus.
Going over to small battlefield.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in for a very small game here, which is not reflective of this set because this has been a very long set.
Yeah,
This has
been a
been
great set so far.
very back and forth. I think it has actually just been 1 game, 2 game, 2 game, 2 game, and now we'll see who gets 3 game here today. But
Bruey hitting some great stuff here, even at his low percent, putting on a lot of percentage.
absolutely,
But Lumen responding. in a
Lewis
great
Lumen
way.
just keeping himself in this game here today. He's made it to game 5. He wants to show Brian why he's the man he is. But
Ooh, there's that jab reset, and now Lumen at the edge, exactly where Bruey wants him to be. But small battlefield, small stage, up smash,
that up
connecting.
smash, his life flashing before his eyes. But Lumen going for the flashy play with that frame 19 back air. Right there. Back throw dash attack, fair. Lovely little bread and butter combo. And we will see who's getting the bread this game here. Who is advancing to grand finals. It is the difference between a 5er and a 10er here today. At
That
this
could
local.
be
In
the bus
today's
trip
economy,
home.
in this cost of living crisis,
Indeed.
a 5er or a 10er could mean the world.
Oh, and there comes the back here by Bruey.
But speaking of the world, the power of the sun in the back of his hand, with the palm of Lucario swatting Lewis Lumen out of the picture. That stock. I did, and I'm proud.
And now Lucario able to get off the ledge. Both people fighting for that stage control. And I feel like Bruey's been doing a good job of punishing these nairs. But wow, SBS small stage. That up air will kill. And,
That was a very good option. It's just I think he hurtbox shifted it very slightly, which is a shame because I would have liked that. I would like to see that.
Indeed.
But here we go.
Any percent that Lumen can get here is good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, because the more percent you get on Lucario now, the less you need to get on him when you're in a pivotal, life-threatening situation. But speaking of life-threatening situations, Bruey not getting that back here to kill. And will he cook? No, he will not. Here we go, though.
These mix-ups doing Bruey well on the recovery. And now he's got to be looking for that kill.
Here we go.
Not able to find it yet.
Bruey moving about, and he up smashes out of shield. This is dangerous. This is dangerous for Lewis Lumen here, because Lucario is a couple good strings and a couple good hits away from taking this game 5. Although R.O.B, with one of the best neutrals in this whole game, I think he could do it.
Oh, of course. Very winnable for both people here.
Absolutely. The up smash trying to roll in or a jump get up. Lewis with his option coverage, but is it enough? He needs the kill right here, right now, otherwise Bruey can run away with it.
Indeed. Looking for anything now, 157%. Pretty much anything will kill here for Lumen. He's just looking for anything. Those up smashes, those down smashes, gyros, anything to get this kill. Because a dangerous beast that Bruey is when he has that max aura.
I reckon an F smash kills him here. Like, even though R.O.B's heavy, this is max aura. He says it in his final smash. 190%. Oh my lord!
I should have bounced last.
Great set there. Great set there from